Good afternoon, officers. Today we'll do a quick video on a very important app and scheme called JALDOOT. Jal means water, Doot means help. So let's look at a quick glance at this topic. Very important. So water is our common responsibility. There is a tagline. So there is a heavy chance of a prelims question being asked on taglines. So prelims ki chala important. So JALDOOT, Public Health Engineering Department, Government of Assam, this photo. So let's look at what are the things under this. May 26 we are starting foundation batch. Use the code SPLife to get 15 to 20% concession. The fees is 1,20,000. It will be reduced to 1,05,000 or 1 lakh. Please use this. That discounted money, invest somewhere. It is good for your financial future. So keeping that in mind, let's look at all the important points of this particular topic. Objective, first to monitor and report. About what? Not just water, groundwater. That levels, especially in rural India, for sustainable water resource management. So this is the prime objective of it. So prelims ki chala important as well as mains. So the app fundamentally looks like this. There is a login and this is the key meeting which happened. So that is the whole point. So it's a biannual, very important. Prelims can get a chance. Biannual groundwater measurement. One pre-monsoon, and before monsoon, in the month of May, they do it. And October, that is post-monsoon. The rondo seasons. So prelims ki chala important. Open well connections ennunnai. Per village, 2 wells undali. Open wells, 2 to 3 open wells. Selected per village ni monitor chestaru. Dani valla groundwater ఎంత ఉంది ఎంత లేదో తెలుస్తుంది. Geotag. So geotag is a very important this one. So దీని వల్ల ఏమవుతుందంటే photographs ensures transparency and traceability. So geotag is a whole point. ఇది మెయిన్స్ కి మీరు మంచిగా వాడొచ్చు డైరెక్ట్ గా. How the new technologies are being used even for groundwater resources. So offline lo etla, if the net connections are not there, how do you do it? Works without internet. That is the best part of it. So prelims ki chala important. Data ఏమవుతుందంటే it will automatically sync with the app. So syncing automatically when online. So data is stored. Once it becomes online, the data automatically gets synced with it. So దీనివల్ల ఏమవుతుందంటే it works without internet. So that is the best part of it. So that's how offline it is functioned. So the app has been designed in such a way. All this data ఎక్కడికి వెళ్తుంది? It goes into the National Database Integration linked with National Water Informatics Center, NWIC. Very, very important for prelims. So if you look at it, monitoring and reporting groundwater levels and all that stuff. Next, 2 to 3 villages lo prati open wells ni track chestaru. Enta water undi, capacities etla unnai, all these things are measured. One data is taken pre-monsoon, that is before monsoon, May lo, and one is October lo post-monsoon తీసుకుంటారు. So geotagged photographs are being taken for more transparency and accountability. Offline function, even if the net is not there, data is collected, but once it becomes online, the data is synced with the current data, and that is sent to the National Database Integration Center through Water Informatics Center, National Water Informatics Center, NWCI. Very, very important. దీని మీద prelims question అడిగే ఛాన్స్ చాలా ఎక్కువ ఉంటుంది. So where it is linked అనేది. So moving on, what are the most important points is prelims లో మనకి questions which are the implementing ministries and bodies అని అడిగే question ఉంటుంది. So keeping that in mind, the ministries which are involved are Ministry of Rural Development plus Ministry of Panchayati Raj. రెండు కలిపి చేస్తారు. So therefore there is a heavy chance of a prelims question coming from this. Okay, so దానివల్ల ఏమవుతుందంటే local gram Rojgar Sayaks, that means helpers, and Panchayat secretaries and other rural officials act as JALDOOTs. Doots are genies fundamentally. So those who come and help, they are called doots. So JALDOOTs are water doots. So who are the water doots ante? Local gram Rojgar Sahayaks, Panchayat secretarylu, rural officials, వీళ్ళందరూ JALDOOTs కింద వర్క్ చేస్తారు. And all of them work under the Ministry of Rural Development and Ministry of Panchayati Raj. చాలా మంది Ministry of Water Resources అనుకుంటారు, but that's wrong. అట్లాంటి ఆప్షన్స్ ఇస్తారు మనకి prelims లో. We should be very careful. So prelims ki heavy chance for this question coming up for next year. So what is the technological innovation involved? Use of digital apps in real-time environmental monitoring. That's the first thing you can write in your mains. GPS tagging, photo verification jarutundi, and automated reporting of reliability. So these 3 points you can happily mention. 3 points: geotagging, photo verification, and automated reporting, especially that gives more precision and reliability. So application in policy. How do you have to implement the policy? Data supports Gram Panchayat Development Plans, that is GPDPs. Gram Panchayat Development Plans. So, oka panchayat lo emana planning elante data kavali. So this data is supported. The data which is collected will support these policies and making the policies easy avutundi. Scientific planning cheyadaniki, especially under MGNREGS, Mahatma Gandhi National Rural Employment Guarantee Scheme, and water conservation structures ki chala important. So these are all very useful for your mains. So it aligns with Atal Bhujal Yojana plus Jal Shakti Abhiyan. ఈ రెండు combination ki చాలా useful. Therefore films ki చాలా పనికొస్తాయి. So there might be a question on Atal Bhujal Yojana under this scheme and Jal Shakti Abhiyan under this scheme. So you can use this point even for your mains also. So that shows that you are connecting all the schemes for a particular purpose. So that kind of thinking very few students do. దాని వల్ల మనకి advantage and we get more marks and better rank. So మనకి సస్టైనబుల్ డెవలప్మెంట్ గోల్స్ కి ఎట్లా పనికొస్తాయి? SDG 6 క్లీన్ వాటర్ అండ్ శానిటేషన్, వెరీ ఇంపార్టెంట్. 6 SDG 13 క్లైమేట్ యాక్షన్ కి పనికొస్తుంది. SDG 15 లైఫ్ ఆన్ ల్యాండ్. All these key, this can be connected, therefore very important for prelims. Next, దీని వల్ల ఇండియా మీద ఇంపాక్ట్స్ ఏముంటాయి? వాటర్ సెక్యూరిటీ, ఎర్లీ డిటెక్షన్ ఆఫ్ డిప్లీటింగ్ వాటర్ టేబుల్స్ అండ్ ఎనేబుల్స్ ప్రివెంటివ్ యాక్షన్. So issue is, keyword is water security with early detection. These 2 points have to be mentioned. Climate resilience helps adapt rainfall variability, especially during drought situations, through informed planning. So drought ostundi anagane, we can take this water and convert that and transport them to the areas where the water is where the water problems are there. Like for example, a drought-based region. Next, community empowerment involves grassroots officials untaru. And దీనివల్ల it promotes decentralized governance. So very important. Ethics లో, social justice లో చాలా important point you can write for your mains. Policy integration వల్ల ఏమవుతుందంటే it bridges data gaps for targeted rural water policies. So there's another important point you have to mention in your mains. Policy integration వల్ల ఏమవుతుంది? It bridges data gaps. ఎక్కడైతే డేటా తక్కువ ఉందో ఆ gaps ని fill up చేస్తుంది and targeted రూరల్ వాటర్ పాలసీస్ చేయడానికి చాలా పనికొస్తుంది ఈ డేటా అంతా. సో దట్ ఈస్ ద హోల్ పాయింట్. సో వెరీ యూస్ఫుల్ ఫర్ యువర్ మెయిన్స్, ఆల్ దీస్ పాయింట్స్. సో ఇంపాక్ట్స్ ఆర్ వెరీ ఇంపార్టెంట్. యూ హ్యావ్ టు నో దెమ్ అండ్ బేస్డ్ ఆన్ ద ఇంపాక్ట్స్ యూ హ్యావ్ టు రైట్ యువర్ కన్క్లూజన్స్. దీనివల్ల ఏమవుతుందంటే డిజిటల్ గవర్నెన్స్ బూస్ట్ అవుతుంది భయంకరంగా అండ్ ఎన్హాన్స్ టెక్నాలజీ అడాప్టేషన్ కూడా ఎస్పెషల్లీ అట్ విలేజ్ లెవెల్లో మనకి చాలా ఇంపార్టెంట్ అవుతుంది. So fundamentally what we are doing is ఒక రెన్యూబుల్ రిసోర్స్ని యూజింగ్ టెక్నాలజీ మానిటర్ చేసి జాగ్రత్త పరచుకుని పాలసీ మేకింగ్కి అండ్ ఫర్ ఆల్ అదర్ పర్పసెస్ ఎస్పెషల్లీ అట్ రూరల్ లెవెల్ వీఆర్ ట్రయింగ్ టు ఎన్హాన్స్ ద హోల్ టీమ్. సో దిస్ అ వెరీ బ్యూటిఫుల్ ప్రాజెక్ట్ డెవలప్డ్ అండ్ ద యాప్ ఇస్ ఫెంటాస్టిక్. Please use it. Have a glance at this. As UPSC students, you must check the app. Look at all the features of the app. If anything better is there, you can actually write a mail to the ministry itself. So if they like it, they're going to take that idea. You have to do all these things because once you get into the position of the office, you should know what is best for the public. So on that basis, have a glance at the app. It's a very beautiful app, JALDOOT App. Okay. So దీని వల్ల మనకి పాయింట్స్ ఏంటి? Whenever you're writing a mains answer, you can mention all these SDG 6, SDG 13, 15, water security purpose ki, climate resilience, community empowerment, policy integration, data gaps fill cheyadaniki, digital governance boost avvadaniki, especially in the village as well as rural areas. So that's the whole essence of this particular scheme or app. So quick glance kodam. Application policy lo Gram Panchayat Development GPDPs, conservation structures cheyadaniki, and please remember these plans, Atal Bhujal Yojana and Jal Shakti Abhiyan rendu kalpi, we can put it here. Who are the Jaldoots? Local Gram Sahayaks, Panchayat Secretaries and rural officials. Under which ministry do they come? Rural Development and Panchayati Raj. So GPS tagging kuda jarutundi. Digital apps kuda real time applications chestunnamo. So this is another important point. Objectives: monitor and report groundwater levels in rural India through water. And what are the key features? It's a biennial groundwater measure Pre-monsoon, post-monsoon తీసుకుంటారు. 2 to 3 open wells in every village on trial basis, and then geotagged photographs are being taken. దానివల్ల మనకి accountability and transparency, both of them will increase. And offline functionality, even if the net is not there, still it collects data, and once it is online, the data gets synced into the app. That's the best part. So where will all this data go? It gets into the National Water Informatics Center, NWIC. You have to know which place. So దీని మీద అడిగే క్వశ్చన్ ఉంటుంది prelims లో. Where is National Water Informatics Center? Have a check on Google, find out where that place is. That is how you have to collect data. The most forgotten data is where the question of prelims will come, especially from UPSC. So places, bodies, ఎక్కడెక్కడ ఉన్నాయి, centers ఎక్కడెక్కడ ఉన్నాయి, అట్లాంటివి ఇచ్చి మ్యాచ్ ద ఫాలోయింగ్ కూడా ఇచ్చే ఛాన్స్ ఉంటుంది. We should be ready for such kind of features also. So we should be ready for any kind of question. That is a whole game. So next important point, May 26, I told you, SP Live, use the code 15-20%. Concession తీసుకోండి, use the concession, invest somewhere, and make sure you have a good financial future also. Please remember this app, JALDOOT App. Tagline is very important. Water is our common responsibility. So Ani, they can give you a question on prelims also. I hope all of you have enjoyed it. So revise, revise, revise. That's the only way for success for UPSC. So if you have any doubts, please comment, like, share, subscribe, and most importantly, understand the concept, understand where a particular issue can be used as an example, or a technical feature la vadala, or can we use it for prelims. That is how we have to gauge the essence of a particular article. So e article ni prelims, mains, interview as well as essays lo kuda you can use this and say the government is doing all these things. So that enhances and shows that the candidate who is appearing and writing the exam is very informative by nature. At the same time, they connect all the dots. So for example, మీరు చూడండి ఇక్కడ ఈ ఫీచర్ లో మనకి అటల్ భుజల్ యోజనాని జల్ శక్తి అభియాన్ని కలపడం అనేది ఇట్స్ అ వెరీ ఇంపార్టెంట్ పాయింట్ దట్ యూ కెన్ మెన్షన్ ఇన్ యువర్ మెయిన్స్. దానివల్ల ఏమవుతుందంటే ద పర్సన్ ఇస్ కరెక్టింగ్ యువర్ పేపర్ విల్ very few students will write such kind of things. So you should be that special student who is able to connect the dots. So keeping that in mind, I hope all of you have enjoyed this. And please go through the app once. The app is very important. Go through the app, look at the features, and try to see what more can be added to that particular app to enhance the public utility for future. I hope all of you have enjoyed. Please take care. Bye-bye. Shamanth Pydikondala signing off. Take care. Bye-bye.